Hello everyone, welcome back. Is it okay for big companies to try to tell us how to vote? Have you found yourself feeling annoyed by a company trying to influence your thoughts on politics? And just to set the scene, a company is its own legal entity. It isn't the people, it isn't the employees. If a company wants to support a political cause, it can. It's a decision that's probably best taken by the board of directors. But anyway, so far in this campaign, it seems corporate support and big sporting body support is going mostly to the Yes campaign. So it's very difficult for me to be completely impartial here. And if I've missed something, then please send me a comment. In any case, supporting the Yes campaign signals that the company is trying to engage with its community of customers on a social level. But supporting the Yes campaign also signals that the company is trying to engage with the federal government. You see, many big businesses and big sporting bodies receive substantial benefits or incentives from the federal government. So it doesn't take too much imagination to work out why a very public show of support for the government might be about more than just the referendum. It's about business. Speaking of business, I want to take a small detour here. This quick story is about Michael Jordan. You may know he's more famous for basketball and shoes than he is for political commentary. During the 1990 US Senate race in North Carolina, Jordan's mother asked him to make a show of support for the Democratic incumbent. Jordan is credited with saying, "Republicans buy sneakers too." Jordan never saw himself as either political or an activist, but he understood that when you show support for one side of politics, people on the other side might just change their buying habits. If you're thinking that's a story from another era and another country, well, how about something closer to home? Big W stores are owned by Woolworths. For a while, Big W stores were using in-store announcements to encourage shoppers to vote yes. Problem is, a lot of voters didn't want to spend money in a shop that told them how to vote. And I can't imagine the staff were all that thrilled listening to the announcements over and over again. Late July, in a show of respect to its customers, Big W pulled the announcements. And I say, well done. Well done for listening and responding. Yeah, but it's not always like that. Just for a few minutes, let's imagine that the polls have the yes and no sitting on an even 50-50. And let's also imagine, just for the sake of illustration, that, say, a large hardware store or a large airline have put their corporate oomph into just one side of the referendum. Statistically, half the customers in that store, half the passengers on that airline, half of their employees, half of their shareholders are most likely going to be unhappy that they are being told how to vote and that their hard-earned cash is funding a campaign they don't agree with. My question at the start was, can corporates tell us how to vote? The answer is yes, they can try. It isn't illegal. And you may well find yourself in a situation where you are questioning whether your money, your time, or your investment is funding a campaign you don't agree with. If you do, then you might wish to consider your response. Do you write to them? Do you complain? Do you shop elsewhere? Do you get a new job? I'd love to hear about it if you've been faced with a dilemma like this. Yep, it's complicated. And this is democracy in action, and it affects all of us, even as we go about our daily lives. So get talking so that when you vote, you know why you are voting one way or another. That's all from me today. Please subscribe, hit that bell to turn on notifications, stay updated, post your comments down below, and please check out our webpage for a bunch of different ways to learn and collaborate with us. See you soon. I'm glad the biscuit company doesn't try to influence my vote. Authorised by Wesley of the Centre for Indigenous Training, Albert Street, Brisbane.